Welcome to Abood Kadid English channel. Today we're going to talk about the IELTS exam, which stands for the International English Language Testing System. The IELTS exam comes in two different forms, the academic type and the general one. For the academic one, it's for those who wants to study abroad. They want to complete their graduate studies, undergrads or PhD. For the general one is for those who wants to immigrate abroad. Let's talk about the exam itself and its different parts. The IELTS exam is composed of 4 parts. The first part of the IELTS exam is the listening part, which is the same for the academic and the general one. Now, the listening part is made up of 4 different sections. The first section, it's a conversation between 2 university students. The second part is actually a scientific article read by sometimes a university professor and sometimes by just an intellectual. The third section is a conversation which could be up to 2 to 4 students. It could be a conversation, on a university campus, stuff like that. Now, the fourth section is an article read by a university professor. It could be about biology, chemistry, math. So all in all, you have to complete 4 sections in half an hour, and you have got a total of 40 questions. So you have 10, 10, 10, 10. The second part of the IELTS exam is the reading. Now, the reading is different in the academic and the general one. However, they've got both 40 questions. So 40 questions for the reading in the academic and the general. However, the content is different. But you have to complete both in 1 hour. Let's look at the content of the academic one for the reading part. You will be given 3 articles, all of them scientific articles, okay? And you have a total of 40 questions. Questions could be like fill in the blanks, different vocabulary questions, more like analytical questions, stuff like that. For the general part, the questions could be like, guiding someone how to, find a hotel somewhere, maybe filling out forms, when you try to fill out your passport form. So it's mostly like forms, even cooking instructions. That's for the general one. The writing part of the IELTS exam, which you've got to complete in 1 hour, is different in form in the academic one and the general one. Both exams have got 2 questions each, and both exams have got writing questions, but the content is different. Now, in the academic one, the first question is you'll be given kind of, a report. So you're going to be given graphs. You're going to analyze the graph. Could be flow chart. That's kind of a graph. And then you've got to complete the question in 20 minutes. You have to write 150 words. The second question will be an essay. So it could be an opinion essay, different kind of essay types. And you've got to write 250 words in 40 minutes. So 20 minutes plus 40 minutes, that's an hour, which is exactly the same for the general one, except the content is different. Now, for the general one, the first question, if you compare, it is actually a letter. You've got 3 different forms of letter, a casual letter, semi one, or a formal one. And you have to produce 150 words in 20 minutes. However, the second part is similar to the academic one, which is an essay that you have got to write 250 words in 40 minutes. So basically only the first one differs. The final part of the IELTS exam is the speaking one. Now, the speaking one is composed of 3 different sections, and you have to complete it in 15 minutes, And it's the same for the academic, whether academic or general, no difference. Now, the form of the exam, as I said, the first section, actually it's basic questions. It's like, where do you live? What do you do on the weekends? Those questions requires from you a short answer with an explanation or reason. So you'll be given up to 5 minutes. The second part of the exam or section is a story. So that's the time when you can actually you can view the question. So for example, you'll be asked, tell me about the best vacation you've ever had, or the best gift that you've ever received. Normally, you'll be given 1 minute to prepare your answers, and then you've got 2 minutes to speak. My advice to you, speak non-stop till you are told to stop. The third section of the speaking is open-ended questions based on the second part. Let's recap a bit and summarize about the speaking one especially. So you have got the first part, short questions and answers. The second one, a story. The third part is based on the second one, open-ended questions. A total of 15 minutes. Let's talk about test strategies. What do we need to do? How do we tackle this exam? Think about it. You've got an IELTS test where you have to do listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And those who have organized the exam, they know the level of the stress of students, right? So listening half an hour, reading 1 hour, writing 1 hour, and then you have speaking. Guess what? You can do the exam if you plan it very well. My suggestion to you, you can do the listening, the reading, or writing on one day, and you could plan the speaking on another day. That's the best way. Why? If you are a kind of person, because it depends on your psychology as a student, if you're a kind of student who can do 3 exams in one day, well, do it in one day, get over with it. Then arrange for the speaking on another day. However, if you're kind of a student who can do it in all one day, well, guess what? Do it in one day. But you have to organize yourself. And this is my best advice for you as a new test taker. Now, why I'm saying this and why IELTS? IELTS is taken worldwide and is required, as I just told you, either whether you're doing the academic one or the general one, and for what purpose you are doing the exam, you need to do it from the first time and pass it, and you can do it. So we're gonna teach you, once you are on our platform, Abood Kadid English channel, the tricks and the tips. And it's live. We're gonna have live sessions, okay? And whatever questions, whether you have it about listening and speaking, writing or reading, we're gonna have it live, okay? And soon it's gonna be 24/7. So tell me, and we need your comments. We need you to go to this channel and subscribe and like, and see you soon.